Sawadee krap. How you doing today? Today we're going to be doing a soup. It's called Tom Jued, and it's like a chicken vegetable type of Thai soup that it's really popular. You'll see it all over Thailand. All you got to do is ask them for Tom Jued, and they'll say, "Oh, okay." But what we're going to be using is this is egg tofu. It's in another video, but this is our egg tofu that we made, and this is, of course, the Napa cabbage, and we got some carrots, and we got some shiitake mushrooms. This is the chicken, and the only spices that we're going to be using is pretty much pepper and soy sauce. So here we go. We got a can of low sodium chicken broth, and to add to that, we're going to add a can of water. So 1 can of chicken broth, 1 can of water, and we can watch the water boil. So while we're waiting for it to boil, what we're going to do is add some soy sauce into this is ground / minced chicken, and you can use ground chicken, ground turkey, ground pork, whatever you want. You can even chop up some shrimp if you want, or just put fish. That's just like about 5 shakes of soy sauce, so that's about 1.5 teaspoons. And we're just going to mix it in there. It helps to break up when you actually add into the soup. So we're saving that because if we need more, we can do that. I don't know if you noticed, but whenever we cook, you notice that there is no like MSG in our added MSG in our cooking. Sometimes it'll be not naturally, but sometimes it'll be in the ingredients already. But we try not to add any MSG at all. And what's good, a substitute for MSG, is all you got to do is put a pinch of sugar in there, and it's fine. It'll I don't know if you ever just went and tasted MSG, but it's got like a little sweet type of flavor. So what we found is just a pinch of sugar or a 1/4 teaspoon of sugar a lot of times will just help the taste and kind of balance it out. So the water's almost boiling. So on Tom Jued, a lot of, like in rice soup, you'll break it all up, but in Tom Jued, you kind of want little, kind of like balls or little. Doesn't have to be perfect. But if you want to be perfect, you can get a little, like a melon baller scoop, but if you use the melon baller scoop, you better be prepared to use your fingers to get them out. Again, if you didn't want to use this, you could just cut up chicken breast if you would rather have the slices of chicken or whatever you're using. So we know we're going to need at least, I'd say altogether, if you use about 2 tablespoons, then you'll be right there. And then you can adjust accordingly. Then we're just going to sprinkle a little bit of pepper in there. So the first thing you want to do is put in the shiitake mushrooms. Kind of give the broth a nice flavor. Then you can throw your tofu in there too because you want that heated up. Like I said, this tofu, we got it on another video. We made it. It's egg tofu. And right after that, these leaves will cook fast. So what you want to do is put the stem part in there first. And the leaves you can put in at the end because they cook at a little bit different time. Now, normally this soup has the bean thread noodles in it, but we're not going to put it in because my suggestion would be to put it in at the very, very, very end, because I don't know if you cook with this or made chicken long rice before. A lot of the local people did. You leave it in the broth, the hot broth, it'll just start soaking up, getting fatter and fatter and fatter, and just losing its texture and just getting more jelly. So we won't put it in right now. We'll put it in at the very end, which only takes like about 2 minutes to cook. But this is already soaked in hot water for approximately 10 minutes. Really, the hottest tap water you can get, and then you soak it in there for like 10 minutes. And then, of course, we cut it in 4s so you can not be like too long. So that's almost up to a boil now. So of course, you know, carrots take a few minutes to cook. So we got the stems in there. Now it's almost up to a boil. We'll throw the carrots in there. The carrots is mostly for aesthetics, making it look more pleasing. Of course, you know, we eat with our eyes too, right? So what you're looking for is some of the transparency inside of the stem, then you know, or the stalk, then you'll know it's close to cooked, but it's still got that crispness. And then that's when you add your leaves, and then you stir it around, cook, boil it, bring it up to a boil, and you can just turn it off. So you look at the thicker stalks and stuff, and you look, if it's all white all the way through, then you want to wait a little bit more and let it simmer a little bit, because you want it just a little bit transparent, more like a translucent type of color. Once that happens, then you know it's still crispy but soft. That just took a second here. But then, now you look, it's starting to change color. At that point, you just can throw in the cabbage. As you can see how fast that cabbage cooked. It's kind of, I mean, as soon as you throw it in, it starts wilting already. And because you got tofu, you just kind of scoop it from the outside and just bring it on the inside. Because you don't want to do this and then break everything up. So once this reaches a boil again, it's done. At that point, if you wanted to, you can add your bean thread noodles. Or you can not use the bean thread noodles. But most of the time, what you'll find is, like if you were to go to a Thai restaurant or in Thailand, they'll use that salted radish inside of here to add flavor. But to make it at home, you don't want to have a million ingredients trying to make just one soup and then not use it again and have to throw it out later. So this is just a simpler way to make it. So once it's reached a good boil again, it's done. So because of the cabbage gives it a little sweetness, and this egg tofu gives it a little bit of more egginess and stuff. So you'll get a lot more depth of flavor. And then you got that earthy mushroom flavor. And it's kind of like a good soup for a cold day, good soup for a hot day. Just just kind of comfort food. Yeah.
The one spicy, they can put what they call sambal.
Yeah. If you want it spicy, you can put some chilies in there, and just use your imagination. What goes good in here is that what do you call it? Like jalapenos or serranos just soaked in that vinegar, and you can put it on there. Okay, so another good one on there is fried garlic. You can sprinkle it on there, so which gives it a little bit more depth too. So, but if you got any questions, thanks for watching and hit subscribe. But until next time, try cooking Thai. And you need to get in touch with us, go to our Facebook page and message us or call us. So, thanks for watching. Try cooking Thai. Until next time, Kapun Kap. Take it easy.